everybody, my name is Susan and a huge welcome to this video, which is all about my portable art pack. So I'm going to show you exactly what I take out when I'm sketching on location to make sketching easy, quick and convenient. So keep on watching and I'm going to show you what's inside. Now the first thing we're going to need for our portable sketching pack is a sketchbook. And I like to work with small hardback sketchbooks such as these ones here. These are moleskin sketchbooks, but you can get any brand you want. The reason I like hardback is that these can be thrown into a bag or a pocket and the pages inside don't get damaged or destroyed. I like to use a paper that is relatively thick so that it can take pencil and pen as well as wet media such as watercolour. Now you can obviously get sketchbooks like this that are ring bound but also have a hard cover, and these are equally as good as well. As you can see, I have several of these sketchbooks that I take around with me and I work in them in pencil pen, they go in bags, they go in pockets, and they're really rather convenient. You can move slightly bigger. This is still a portable sketchbook. This is the biggest I would sort of say would fit into a portable sketching pack. This has been on a boat with me recently when I was in Cornwall sketching from a boat. So these sketchbooks travel around with me everywhere, and you can of course get different brands, different formats, ring bound, completely up to you what you prefer to use, but I would recommend hardback and I would recommend small. Something like this one here, which is A4 in size, is a little too big to be classed as portable, although I do take this around on occasion when I want to sketch a little bit bigger and I've got a great big backpack that I can pack in. So grab yourself a sketchbook, a small one, and that's the first thing to go in your portable sketching pack. So now you've selected a suitable sketchbook, let's look at some of the essential materials. And my essential materials fit into a small pencil case. So this would be what I take around as a minimum as my portable art studio or sketching kit. So let's have a look at what's inside. Now, we can fit quite a lot in this sketchbook, but the first thing that I want to suggest you take out is a range of pencils. Now, if I bring out the pencils that I have here, I have a hard pencil, a 4H, that I use for light lines. I have two soft pencils, both with erasers on the end. And I also have a mechanical pencil that doesn't require sharpening, that also has a little detailed rubber on the end. So I always take these around with me. With the pencils comes a sharpener, an eraser, and I quite like these little erasers that have the tiny ends on them, but if you've got these erasers, you don't always need this. So pencils and a rubber and a sharpener are my sort of number one thing that would go in a sketching kit. I would then also pack a fountain pen to work with. I love working in fountain pen, so this is always included in my sketching pack. And being organised, I also take a spare cartridge because it's bound to run out when you're doing something creative. A ruler can be handy, although I don't actually use it too often. And the remainder of the essentials is a selection of pens. Now, fine liner pens are probably my favourite things to work with. So I usually have a range of pens from very fine, then I've got 0.3, 0.8 here. So I usually have 3 or 4, I seem to have 5 in here at the moment, that one's doubled up, of fine to thick. And this enables me to get different line qualities when I'm sketching. I've then got some brush pens. These are the Pitt Artist pens that have a little brush pen at the end, fantastic for sketching. And I have a black and a grey Tombow pen. Now these are bigger ended brush pens. I really enjoy having the grey because it enables me to add shadows to things very, very quickly. And I usually have a Posca pen, so a big paint pen, some sort of thick marker pen. Again, it's usually black. So this little range of tools and materials will give me exactly what I need to do some basic sketching and some very detailed sketching when I'm on location. So we've talked about the essentials, a small sketchbook and one pencil case. This is the minimum. This is what I carry with me every time I go out anywhere. But if I want to expand my portable art studio, if I'm going out specifically for sketching and drawing, I will bring in my optional extras. So let's have a little look at these. Now the first optional extra, which is usually the first thing to go in, is my set of watercolour paints. I have a range of 24 plus a couple of extras. These are the Winsor & Newton professional grade. And inside I keep a couple of paintbrushes. Now whenever I go out I also have a bottle of water in my bag, so between the essentials kit and this set of watercolours I have then got a huge range of things to be able to do. So a little set of watercolour pans is great. I often include perhaps 1 or 2 colours of tubes of paint, so this one is an indigo gouache. I love working in indigo. And then this little tin, this is a really cute little tin. So sometimes if I want to work in pastels or charcoal, I'll just take a little tin of some pastels and charcoals so that I can use this as an additional way of working. But again, it's very portable and it's just in a tiny, neat little tin. And then I have I suppose this is my additional pack. This has a set of compasses in. And then I include a range of extra pencils. So in here I've got additional fine liner pens in case those run out, additional pencils, and then I always have 2 ranges of coloured pencils. Now the first range is almost like a watercolour pencil, it's the Derwent Inktense range. And then I have a range of pastel pencils as well, so that I can do pastel drawings using pencil. And I find these particularly convenient when I'm out and about because they're not as messy as these tins or as the actual soft pastel sticks. My fingers don't get as messy. So when I'm out and about, it is so much easier to use a pencil where my hands don't get as mucky than it is to use soft pastels. So I always include a range of coloured pencils, usually some sort of additional rubber, some sort of additional sharpener, and the rest is just additional coloured pencils. So basically my additionals pack is giving me the ability to add colour into my drawings and sketches. Of course, if you love working in colour, you could remove a bunch of pencils and fine liner pens and put a couple of your coloured pencils or pencil pastels into your essentials pack. It will vary depending on what you personally like to do and personally like to sketch. For me, when I'm out and about, pencil, fine liner pen, those are my go-to things to be able to do, and then adding colour on is an additional bonus. But all of this is incredibly portable. I leave these packed so that these, I just grab them whenever I'm going out. I just grab these packets and I'm ready to go. So if I'm out and about sketching, this, and it will fill, a little backpack with a bottle of water and perhaps a sandwich, maybe a cup of tea, and I'm ready to go. So that is what is included in my portable art studio, my sketching pack on the go. I hope you find this really useful because making sketching convenient and easy to just grab and go is perfect. And so I would make sure that you have these packed at all times, ready to go when you go sketching so that it's convenient and you can sketch whenever you need to. Have fun, I will see you soon.